sell my soul like never, nah, sell my soul, nah, never sell my soul like them, nah, I never sell my soul like them, they know ain't finished, sell they soul for a ticket.
Going on, people, OG back on the screen. We got another one here. Now, I'm giving y'all some crazy gems. Like, do y'all understand the gems I'm giving y'all? Do y'all appreciate OG's energy work he's putting out? Sometimes I don't be knowing, but I still do it because I just know my energy is going to help somebody. You know, I feel like the universe is always going to give that back to me. That's how humble I be. For real. That's how I got to keep it, because I can't stress that. You know what I mean? I feel better when I'm just doing what I do. Now, let's get into this. This is NBA 2K22, and let's read what he's talking about. They got to fix offensive players sliding off defenders. I'm sorry to tell you, my man, no, they don't. You want to know why? Because they added this in. See, I'm glad I made this series, because I can bring up things from the past when they talked about the realistic defensive mechanics they added in the game. Let me get this fire started. 2K never used to be like this, where we actually slid this much. If you actually go back and look at the 2Ks, it was easier to just slide yourself in front of a person when you had a lock or a certain build. That was it. That's why certain screens was needed at a point in time, or you just had to play a certain way. Now, how they have this game, clamps is the key factor. So is menace. I keep telling people this, and you can even throw tireless defender on there, because it'll let you play those. It'll let you keep doing those aggressive animations. The higher you got tireless defender, the more you can keep those aggressive defensive bump animations, force pickup animations to keep happening and playing out without your stamina going too low. If people really pay attention to when they do certain plays, defensive plays, whether you block, you jump up for a board, certain things happen where your stamina get lower. While your stamina is low at that low level, tireless defender basically juicing you up, like you still got the stamina to do all those aggressive moves and still keep going. Think about when your stamina is really low and you start jumping and you start feeling like a little baby in the paint, or you start doing certain little animations, reaching, you feel just weak. Tireless defender's gonna have you feeling a little stronger, all right? I tell people about that badge. They think it deals with your stamina going down lower, and and it helps keep your stamina higher on defense. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about certain. We're gonna get deeper, all right? We ain't gonna make this a tireless defender video, but clamps is the keyest thing of this video. Now, we have to understand, when we're playing 2K, this is a video game. I made a video about the animations when I talked about how when you're actually in real life, when somebody's body is bumping against a player and y'all touching each other and stuff like that, right? They tried to add that in this game. This is why we have easy blow-bys. Think about it. Easy blow-bys lets you know that there's a mechanic in the game that allows you to bump off of players or slide off of them. So that lets us know, without easy blow-bys even exist, that mechanic, that function still exists in the game. How do we know this? Because if you have a slasher and you dribble past a small point guard, aren't you going to just kind of get him out the way, and you're going to be able to get that dunk, and you're going to blow by him really quick? Depending on your size? Yes. Depending on what type of speed, what type of quick stop animation you got past that person? Oh yeah. Let's get into it.
Outside, Rondo.
So right here, he's bumping him. Stop right there. What's wrong with that? See? I know he was talking about that animation right there. There's nothing wrong with that. If you watch the animation play out, remember, this is 2K. They're not a perfect basketball game. I'm sorry to say it. Listen, 2K, y'all know OG rock with y'all, because I like basketball. I like how I break the game down. I like the creativity that I built on this game, and a lot of the knowledge, the way I can help people. So I like the game. But understand that they don't have all their animations looking pretty. They don't. There's a lot of ugly animations that I could talk to them about behind the scenes and tell them, hey, fix that, just change that, make it look like this, and I guarantee you people will like it better. Change that animation, make it play out like this on screen. Literally, I could help them. Like, I don't know, I don't get it with them. I'm sorry. Watch this. Body contact. He does the hesitation move. Look, that's the hesitation move to escape. So right there, he's separating body contact at that point. If you understand 2K animations, the body contact separated. And what he's going to do is dribble out towards the paint. What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Here's Osman.
Keep watching. And then here it is right here. He switches over to this player. Now watch. See, one thing y'all fail to realize is that, listen, the devs and the 2K, whoever the science people are behind, built this game. So the CPUs are running on a certain system. It's not real people playing the CPUs. I swear y'all probably get so sucked into the game, y'all think it's real people playing against you. It's actually a robot moving on a certain timing. Depending on how you're moving, the game is processing that. Depending on the difficulty you got it on, the game's going to be like, oh, he's messing up here. He should be moving like this way in our game. He should be going this way in our game. His body placement should be right here in our game. Do you understand that? Either that's how, listen, how do the CPUs know how to move? How do the CPUs know how to dribble away from you? Because the animations is placed and made to be that way. You see how when the CPU separated himself, right? Let's watch Rondo. Watch Rondo. The CPU,
Outside.
listen, the CPUs be knowing what to do when you play on a harder level and slack off a little bit and try to like play like little light defense on them and watch how they move. They know what they be doing. They got the game programmed. They got
Rondo.
watch this. Look, right to the post. Look how he playing. Look, hesitation. He's gonna dribble away. Get out. Instead, look how he
Here's
grabbed the
Osman.
dribble real quick. Look how he grabbed the dribble real quick and kept it away from the guy on his left side. Look how the CPUs is really dribbling. Like, stop, yo. The CPUs will teach y'all some things sometimes. I'm telling you, the CPUs play better than some randoms in the rec. Say I'm not. Say I'm lying. Y'all know I'm not. The CPUs will do some plays. Look at this. Oh, watch the crab little dribble. Oh,
Here's
between
Osman.
the legs and the dom to the corner. And then look. He mad he got that little ending game winner on him. Look at this, y'all. Animation, man. People say they hate it, but look, man. We got to talk about the game. We know this guy's some type of small forward over here or some type of bigger player. Look at his animation. He has his hand up. He's extending his arm. When you see the extending arm animation in 2K, you have to know players are getting close to be able. They're getting close to able to. Damn. They're getting close to blow bying you. All right? They're getting close to just blowing past you. All right? I'm trying to make it like the best words from it. But they're getting close to being able to do a blow by. There we go. They're getting close to being able to do a blow by. Once you see that arm extending, please understand that from any type of slashing build, any type of bigger small forward build, when you see that arm extending, that is a blow by animation. Now, certain players can do different moves out of it or move certain ways out of it. These are the CPUs. They're going to move the proper way out of it. Look at this animation. Remember, we're watching it on the screen looking this way, but if we pay attention to how his player's position, we could tell his body's more on the angle where he's facing towards the left, while the CPU is about to go towards the right. Now, the CPU has his left hand like this. If we talking about basketball, people, you got to understand how they letting this go by. The CPU has his left arm out. He has the ball in his right hand. All he's going to do is dribble the ball over to the left-hand side. But since it's on this side of the screen, a player's thinking like, oh, they're just blowing past me. No, you're supposed to slide down. And what does OG say all the time when he's playing with people and playing on screen? Cut off the baseline. Force him inside. Why do we force him inside? If we look at this screen, how it's set up right here, right now, right? His teammate is right here coming inside, right? So we're going to want to force him to this cluttered area where his teammate's at inside. But if you don't, and you listen, how do you force somebody? Just drop down to the spot. If you drop down to the corner, you're covering it up. So you're basically giving him the wide open middle. Duh, that's the point. And the wide open middle is going to send him into the help right here, which you have a player right here in the wide open middle. Do we not see him? So he's going to have to take some type of contested layup or some type of more difficult shot. But if you give him the baseline, which is wide open, as we can tell, is very, very clean open. And remember, his man, this guy does have to follow this man. So it's just better to bring him to the closer area where everything is more cluttered at, not the less cluttered area, the baseline. You want to cut that off, right? He didn't do that. Boom. Look at this. Easy went into his gather. Look, I told you, bring the ball to the right hand side. Look. Oh. That's a perfect blow by. You're not cutting off the baseline. Look where he's going. Look where this guy is going. He's going towards the left, coming up towards the 3-point line and not dropping down to the baseline. We can literally watch these animations play out. I can't slow this down because this is a Twitter clip, but we can watch this play out. Like, it's very simple to see this. And he just went to the right-hand side and went to his gather. That's tough for a CPU to do that. That means basically the CPU did a Euro step from right here, from this point. Like, you see where number 1 is, kind of from this angle, from this lining. He did a Euro step, taking off from this point to go to the rack. So it really wasn't a blow by. You was going to the left, he was going to the right. His left arm on you, him going to the right for that little second, and then making the move back to the left, got you. What is, like, I don't, like, yo, and I understand that, yes, people do slide off you at times, but you got to understand that's how 2K made the game. Just so Clamps has to be more skill based. I've been telling y'all this.
Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer. Makes his selection just.
That's tough. I told y'all. I'm closing it out on this. 2K took away Clamp's natural activation feature. I'm big on defense. I know how it felt in 17, 19, certain 2Ks where when you had clamps on and you had it on a high level, you would naturally slide over and get a nice, good clamp animation, or you would just get way more force picked ups. It was like you could guarantee on them. Now you cannot guarantee on it. You have to really be playing that hustle defense, making sure you cutting off the right angles at the right time. They said they wanted the game to be more like that, so crossovers are naturally like real, like you're actually really crossing people over. So why are people mad? That means people don't want to play defense. That's how we close it off. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, pause it. Wait. Also remember, defense goes into levels too. You got 80 perimeter defense, and that's kind of like, you're pushing it. You kind of need like 90, 95. I mean, you can have an 80. I can use an 80 perimeter defense and with a bigger build and know how to cut off certain lanes and force them into a block. It's defensive strategies and all types of stuff, but we got more coming soon. Hit that like button, subscribe.